These are the most beautiful, pure frequencies. And ever since then, they've been in almost every offering I've done. They always show up. They're guides for our community. They are holding that frequency of the divine child. And I'm so, so thrilled that they're helping us to prepare for these crystalline templates. Greetings and welcome to our May 2025 monthly energy update and monthly calibration. This is something new that I've added, and I'm really excited to have you join me as we cover 4 main themes for the month that could possibly be affecting you, as well as a special channeled calibration with light language toward the end of my message today. Wow, we made it through April. It was very interesting. I know a lot of you feel the same way. The themes that came forward during April for a lot of us included more of that timeline convergence, more emotional body calibration, let me put it that way, and a greater sense that we are going through what we are going through as a collective. It's like this feeling like, wait a minute, I'm not doing this by myself. We're all doing this together. So I first of all want you to give your inner child a big high five. I will give them 1, 2. Here you go. Here you go. I can give you 2 high fives because you made it. You made it through. And it's not that you made it through and that like, whoo, that was so hard. It's just that it's an accomplishment. We need to really recognize these accomplishments as we bring to completion the month. And of course, that's how we measure time most of the world, but there are other ways time is measured, and time is sometimes even irrelevant. I do feel it's important to have those marker points of completion. And in fact, in our starseed community, every quarter we bring to completion and seal up everything that we did that quarter, record it all, and energetically, literally come into a moment of completion. And so I'd like to invite you to do that today because I feel that we need to. I feel that there are some frayed ends still hanging around from April, and I think it would benefit all of us to drop into breath right now. So just placing your hand on your heart and taking a nice deep breath, just allowing yourself to feel your body and come all the way here with me. I want all of you here that would like to be here. So whatever you need to do to become fully present and aware of this moment, then feel free to do that. There's so many beautiful guides coming in this month, and I can already feel their presence here. You'll be hearing about them in just a moment. This month is really big for me. I'm making a huge transition. Some of you might have seen my email. If you don't subscribe to my emails, why not? Jump in, and there's a link down below where you can join my email list. I do send out weekly messages. They're like energy updates, also information about my upcoming events. I know it's sometimes hard to keep track of everything I'm doing, but it's a great way to keep an eye on everything that's coming through and all of the offerings I have coming up for that little period of time. But I talked about the fact that I am actually, oh my goodness, I am phasing out my one-on-one sessions and predominantly focusing on one-on-one work here at my Cosmic Mother Sanctuary in Hermosa Beach. We're anchoring the Lemurian crystalline grid. I promise if you come here, you will feel that crystalline Lemurian energy. And this is why I'm actually physically here. I actually didn't know that until about a year after I moved here. But it is very obvious that that is something that is part of my soul mission to do. And for the time being, I'm here anchoring in this space. And if you come, you will feel it. The room itself changes and shifts according to the needs of the person in the room and the needs of the session. So that's a really amazing thing to witness and feel as well. I believe that it's a template that will be repeated and that will be done over and over again in other places and in other spaces. And I do believe also that if I were not here in the session, that someone could step into this space and receive an activation even without my presence here. That's how powerful this field of energy is. And wouldn't that be amazing if there were just these spaces you could go into like that, where you walk in, and I know there already are, and lots of you have beautiful healing centers and spaces, but it's like I've envisioned almost like even an Airbnb, where I would love to have an Airbnb where I just said, this is your cosmic sanctuary. If you come here, be prepared to remember your galactic lifetimes. And then I create like, copper pyramids and put crystals everywhere. And then you just walk in and you have your activation right there, and the house is alive. And we're creating our own homes to be this way. I want you to think about that for a moment. It's really, really cool. But back to why I originally said all this. I'm going on a tangent. My tangential space is always my tea times, FYI. If you want to see me go on an exorbitant amount of tangents, you can join me for tea time every week, usually Thursdays at 8 a.m. Pacific time. And I go on Instagram Live. And for our starseed community, I actually extend that tea time to a full hour. It's usually 25 to 30 minutes on Instagram Live. And then the second half I do with my starseed community members. So whether you're on Instagram or you join me through the community, I would love to have you join us for tea time. That's where you'll see all the tangents. Okay, bringing it back. So I'm transitioning, and this is a big month because I'm phasing out one-on-one sessions. In fact, the light language quantum leap that is starting just here really quickly this month is a little bit more of an advanced, I would say like an intermediate advanced light language container, where we're really refining what we're doing with our spoken light language. So for those of you who have it activated, but you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, I just feel it, I'm not sure what I'm saying, there's a little bit more of a masculine to it, but also some expansion and exploration of what you can actually do with your voice. And so that's coming forward this month, as well as what I've done to sort of replace my one-on-one mentorship, which is a group mentorship called Lightworker Quantum Mastery. Now, when I sent out the email that I was no longer doing one-on-one sessions, and I let everybody know about Lightworker Quantum Mastery, I actually had the entire cohort full in about 24 hours. So I added a second cohort, and there are just a couple of spots left for that. If you are interested, you can click on the link below. It is a weekly intimate mentorship, but I'm transmitting templates. I don't want to tell you too much about it because I have lots to talk about today, but if you check out the link in my bio and go to the page, there's a lot of activation on that landing page. I've said that before about all of my offerings, whether you participate in them or not, the landing page is activating. So this is, again, a big, big month. I do have and felt very called to focus on a special activation for the collective this month. At the end of the month, I'll be doing a 2-hour workshop, and I still have spots left for all you galactic historians, galactic record keepers, in our virtual Ava Burry Cosmic Remembrance Workshop, where if you saw my reel about a week and a half ago, I talked about the big aha moment that I had when I was tuning in and refining some of the energies of this Ava Burry Cosmic Remembrance Retreat. Day 1, we are having basically a light language cosmic remembrance workshop at a beautiful venue right next to Silbury Hill. And the next day will be at the Stones. But what happened was immediately I felt like this huge energy of galactic convergence. And so I tuned in, and it was like, call in the galactic historians, call in the galactic records keepers. And so that's what I'm doing. So you can join us for that on the 4th and 5th of May, 5-5 portal. We will be at Ava Burry Stones. What is going to happen? I will be live streaming if you join us virtually. And there's still maybe 1 or 2 spots for the in-person as well. But I have those 2 workshops bookending. I have a 12 chakra template activation at the end of the month, and at the beginning of the month, I have that cosmic remembrance workshop. So between and amongst all of that, we have our 4 themes. Each of these 4 themes, I dive really deep into weekly at our community gatherings at 1:11 p.m. Pacific. And of course, right now I am in the UK, which is really fun. And so I get to broadcast our monthly energy update live from Ava Burry. And it's so incredible to gather with so many souls from across the world as we dive into these topics. The 4 topics for the month are really exciting to me. So let's get right into it. I know you've been waiting. And don't forget to hang around for the end where we do a special calibration to help you integrate all of this. So our first topic has to do with mitochondria. And the exact theme is mitochondrial updates through breath. Just like that. And I have to give credit to someone in my community for reminding me that mitochondria are very connected to oxygen. They need oxygen in order to thrive. The mitochondria had already been coming to me. I have been connecting through just telepathy and through my clairs to our cells. And when you connect with the cells, you're connecting with the sentience of all the parts of the cells. Some of you might remember when our topic for the month for our personal ascension journey was understanding our physical body, the systems of the physical body. And so this is really, really connected to that. This personal ascension theme of mitochondrial updates through breath is guided by Babaji. And some of you are familiar with Babaji, who's connected to the practices of yoga, which obviously breath is a huge part of yoga. And I have a background as a yoga teacher, so all of this flowed really beautifully for me. I know there's lots of you out there listening who have immense backgrounds in breathwork, so please contribute whatever practices or videos or recommendations you have in the comment section so that we can all see what's out there to support our breath. I'd like you to understand a little bit more about the mitochondria with this theme. So I am going to read to you some information from the internet, just some, like I said, very, very fundamental principles of how the mitochondria work. And then we'll move on to topic number 2. So because I am not an expert on all things cellular, here we go. Mitochondria are vital cellular organelles that require oxygen to produce energy, ATP, through a process called oxidative phosphorylation. You can see this little image right here beside me to give you a visual representation of that. In our starseed community, when we did our gathering about the human body, we were actually visualizing and connecting with these organs and these parts of the cells. And there was an activation there as we were seeing them. Oxygen serves as the final electron acceptor in the electron transport chain, a crucial step in this energy production process. Here's a little bit more detail. Oxygen is essential for aerobic respiration, the process by which mitochondria generate ATP. The availability of oxygen is critical for normal mitochondrial function and overall cell health. When oxygen levels are low, hypoxia or anoxia, cells rely on alternative energy pathways, but these are less efficient and can lead to cellular damage. So, I, of course, was wondering why this particular message was coming through for me. And I am not an expert on physiology, anatomy, or the human body like some of you out there who have advanced degrees. But I do still think it's extremely important for us to understand how our bodies work. And so I want you to just tune in with me and connect to this image of the cell and the mitochondria and just take a look at it for just a moment. And then take a deep breath and go inward, right? Close your eyes now and connect with your own mitochondria, your actual mitochondria. And begin to establish like a little bit of a telepathic connection with them. And while you do so, take a really big deep breath. And send that really high quality, high frequency activated oxygen that you're going to activate just through your intention right into the mitochondria. And do that one more time. In whatever light language you want to use to speak with your mitochondria, just to cheer them on, to encourage them. They are upgrading into their crystalline form, just like we are. So it goes without saying, as we transition now to topic number 2, practice whatever form of breath work is most aligned for you this month, and with the idea that you are assisting your mitochondria in receiving what came forward as updates. I actually asked if it was upgrades or updates, and they said updates. So it felt like a program. It felt like a computer program that your mitochondria were receiving, our mitochondria were receiving, I should say. And I have Baba G helping with the breath, but I also have the Andromedans over here and the Arcturians helping with the updates, the programs. So just tuning into that as we transition now and bring to completion topic number 1, which again is connected to our personal ascension journey. All right, topic number 2. This topic is connected to light language. And the reason why it is because I love light language, as many of you know. Some of you might have seen my recent podcast episode with George Norrie on Gaia. If you have not already seen it, you can check it out through the link below. I also was recently featured on Beyond the Ordinary, a show with my amazing friend John Burgos. So I talk about light language a lot there. I'm actually really excited because I will be a guest speaker at the upcoming Channel Panel Conference in West Virginia this November. Some of you have attended the Sedona version, and this November in West Virginia, I will be at the Channel Panel, and I'm so excited to be speaking about one of my favorite subjects in a 2-hour workshop, which is light language, as well as on the main stage, I will be diving into the topic that is the overarching topic for the conference. You can find out more about that. There's an early bird special going on right now, so please, please, please make sure you sign up. I would love to see you there in the incredible, powerful energy of West Virginia. Just so much. I could feel it already. There's so many caves there, so much inner earth energy there. So topic number 2 is weaving multi-galactic frequencies, and the guides that will be supporting us through that are the Council of Star Mothers. And of course, I've been working with the Star Mothers for a few years now, and many of you know them and love them, and I do as well. I tend to channel them quite frequently. They come through a lot. And I really felt this need to encourage through the theme people who channel spoken light language. This is what we do in our Light Language Quantum Leap course. People who channel spoken light language to get together and to literally like weave through either singing or speaking all of these frequencies. Because sometimes we're like, oh, we're just playing, it's just for practice. It's actually gridding when we do that. And just think about how powerful it will be to do that somewhere in person. In fact, I will actually be, this is like a side, unexpected, impromptu, a little bit trip, but I'll be going to Lake Tahoe. I've been called to Lake Tahoe to do grid work there, and I will be gathering with a group of beautiful souls there. If you want to join us, if you're near Lake Tahoe, incredible, powerful body of water and land, check out the link below, and I can see us weaving together galactic frequencies. And guess what I feel like we're going to be doing? Opening a stargate. So again, if you are near the area or like to go to Lake Tahoe, come and see me there. All of the info is down below. The Star Mothers are like, enough. Let us come through. These are the Lyran avians. I know that they're referring to our throats and calibrating. I'm practicing. They're saying you need to practice. You need to practice. We need your voice. So, friends, it goes without saying, practice those light language transmissions, however and whatever that looks like for you. Your voice is needed. That is topic number 2 with our light language theme. All right, we are on to topic number 3. That theme is grid work. So if you join our starseed community, every third Sunday, we do grid work together. Sometimes it's planetary, sometimes it's galactic. Our theme has to do with reconnecting and activating etheric vaults of wisdom. Now, that's kind of a complex theme, so I'll say it one more time. Reconnecting and activating etheric vaults of wisdom. What came into my awareness as soon as I heard that were the Sphinx, Mount Kailash. And those of you who have watched my tea times on Instagram know that the Sphinx came up. In fact, the Sphinx at Four Corners came up it was probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago by now. But Iashtuk Okiana, that was a very, very fascinating tea time because also we had the Kachina beings come through. And I knew it was all about these etheric vaults of knowledge. And one of the fascinating things that also dropped in is we were thinking about this theme. I have a community member who helps me lean into and feel into what wants to come through. We felt mining areas recalibrating, healing, honestly, some of these areas where there's a ton of mining. And so we're actually going to put out a call to our community, to anybody who's able to go do grid work near a mine. Obviously, you can't go into a mine if it's a working mine, but either a place that has been a mine and is no longer a mine, or near a place where there is a mine. And so I think it's a really incredible thing to be able to support the planet in that way, in a real, tangible way. My husband, Michael, has been doing a ton of grid work in person and virtually. He's just like leaned into all of that so much over this last couple of months. And you can find out all of what he's doing with that. You can look at his Instagram, which is Nexus Grid Work, or there's a link down below for like his in-person, because every month he's doing in-person anywhere. He's all over the place. And he's doing virtual grid work. But this particular theme is guided by the trees and the mycelium, as well as the air and the water elementals. So we have a lot involved in that, but a lot of elemental energy. I would love to have you just tune in for a moment. I know a lot of you out there are like, I don't do grid work. I don't really know what grid work is. Or I have that, coming forward from a lot of people. It's like, it's natural to you. It's natural to you. So I'd love to have you just tune into these etheric vaults of wisdom right now with me. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, connect with the trees, the mycelium, the air and the water elementals. I feel a lot of dragon energy as well. Inner earth beings, inner earth elementals. Go under. That's what I'm hearing. Crystalline kingdoms, crystalline records. Crystalline people. That's like an Agarthian dialect. The Agarthian wisdom keepers, the Agarthian record keepers are also stepping forwards as guides for this theme. We are very pleased to welcome you to visit these vaults and to help us activate them. This is a collective effort. They're showing me Russia. Many places in Russia, many mines in Russia, where there are entrances to these vaults of wisdom. Thank you. Opening your eyes. Oh, that was so cool. I did not expect those guides. So they are now added to our list. We have a bunch of guides helping with us with that. I believe that that's why it's so important for us to be activating all these multidimensional, like multi-galactic languages, because these records are kept in such a variety of frequencies. And they include, but are not limited to, a lot of galactic records that were anchored here to help us reconnect to our star families and our star origins as a human collective. So that's topic number 3. All right, shake it out, feel it out, reset. We're going into topic number 4. So this theme is a little bit more simple, less complex than theme number 3. It's very basic. The theme is pertaining to our collective ascension process. Week number 4 is part of our Starseed Connection Circle, a free gathering that I do every month. 1:11 p.m., the 4th Sunday of every month. You can sign up through the link below. But that gathering will be focusing on preparing for our collective crystalline templates. The guides are some of my very favorites, the crystalline children who came forward It's almost been exactly 1 year, because I still remember when my friend Natalia, who runs the Dragon Temple, some of you know her, she's amazing. She was participating in some of our events as we were preparing to go to Avalon. At that point, we were doing a Star Mothers retreat there. We ended up in Avabury and Glastonbury. Some of you know, maybe remember. But she is very connected to the galactic children and the crystalline children. And that was the first time that I had ever, probably consciously, felt their presence so strongly when she came into this meeting, and everybody there was no dry eye in the house. These are the most beautiful, pure frequencies. And ever since then, they've been in almost every offering I've done. They always show up. They're guides for our community. They are holding that frequency of the divine child. And I'm so, so thrilled that they're helping us to prepare for these crystalline templates. It's very playful, very playful. So I tuned in again and I said, okay, preparing for the crystalline templates, not installing the crystalline templates. And they said, that's correct. As a collective, there's more calibration steps that are needed before you can actually install the templates on a collective large scale, which is obviously going to be future grid work for us in a coming month. So watch for that. However, as I tuned in to what we would need to do to prepare, one of the most powerful technologies we have, I know you're going to get tired of me saying this, is light language. Spoken, written, hands light language, singing, music, frequencies, tones. Talk to the Hathors about this. It's all about frequency. That's the shortcut. So in order for us to fully prepare for that, so what I'm seeing, sensing, and feeling with regards to this particular theme is an invitation that if you join our Starseed Connection Circle, to do so outside and to be anchoring somewhere either near trees or near water. This is the magic of Zoom, is that we can all be in a different place, but at the same Zoom meeting, and be anchoring and gridding Gaia with preparing for these templates. So I'm pretty sure you should probably be somewhere where you're okay singing or choning, because I'm 99% sure that in that gathering, we're definitely going to be making sounds. All right, so this is led by the Crystalline Children. They always make it fun and playful, and I'm really excited for that Starseed Connection Circle at the end of the month. You can find out more through the link, or you can sign up and get the information through the link below. All right, everybody, we made it through all 4 themes. Are you ready for our calibration? Stick around. It's going to be very deep. It's going to be supportive and soothing and gentle and deep, and what you need to just feel really ready for all of these themes and more, whatever wants to come through your own channel. I actually highly recommend that you even take time, if you're not driving, to pause the video for a moment and jot down 3 or 4 notes of themes that are coming in for you specifically through your own channel. What does your body need? What do you need for your ascension journey? What does your family need? How can you serve the collective? So take a quick moment if that calls to you, or just set the intention to do so later before we dive into this calibration. So I just invite you to tune into this music, take a nice deep breath, and if you're not driving, close your eyes. Our intention, again, with this calibration and channeled message is to provide for you almost like a template for navigating the energies of May with ease and grace, for assisting you in really linking up and syncing up with the frequency of your highest timeline. And I'm sensing high heart expansion. So just tuning into that high heart, Lemurian, aquamarine energy coming through. Whale mothers, dolphin mothers. Ooh, and they have a gift for you. This is a special crystal. It's a special Lemurian crystal. It may not be clear quartz like we think of normally with Lemurian quartz, but there is this crystal from holding, let's put it this way, holding the frequency of Lemuria. And they're inviting you to just hold out your hands and receive this gift. This is a calibration crystal for you to keep with you all month long. It comes, there's more, but wait, there's more. It comes with these little tiny Lemurian fairies. I can see all of these they're like little dragonfly size, and they're flittering around this crystal because it's a package deal. So if you choose to receive the assistance of this crystal and these fairies, I invite you to simply say, thank you, I accept, I receive, and also state any declarations that you may wish to do through like your intentions with this crystal and these fairies so that it's very clear. And a place that you might be able to anchor in this crystal could potentially be your high heart, if that resonates, or it could be another part of your body or somewhere in your energy field. I just keep seeing so many dolphins. They're coaxing out your inner child for this month. We have been deep in emotion through April, and so they're really wanting you to enjoy the ascension process. They're showing me a child at a water park going on the slides, up and down the slides. And so they're like, we know that there's ups and downs, but pretend you're at a water park. And of course, they're using water, an analogy of water. And I can feel a calibration coming in for your mind, your mental body. And I feel air elementals. Helping us with our breath this month and with our grid work. They're like, sing, sing. Ooh, ooh. Just even making that sound. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, there's definitely songs coming. Get out your old favorite sing-alongs and your tunes and do some singing in the shower, singing anywhere. Let that inner child's voice come out. Sing with little guys, little people, with children. Another big deep breath. Do a little gentle tapping on your heart chakra and your high heart chakra right now. Just use your fingertips, a little gentle tapping. You're just placing your hand on your heart and your high heart like I am. Here's what they're inviting you to do. Make a commitment, make a promise of sorts that you are going to honor your inner child this month in some way, shape, or form, and decide what that's going to look like. It could be one thing, it could be two things. You might need to think this over later, but that's the invitation. The calibration will come naturally as you allow your inner child to emerge and really lead you this month. Very fitting, since our theme number 4 was led by the crystalline children and their divine child energy and frequency and templates. So they just want you to know you are special, you are important. All of these Lemurian guides, these Lemurian family members, is almost like so many Lemurian elementals is what I'm getting. It's like a big team. And they're cheering us on. They're saying, you've got this. You've got this. And this is really connected to your emotional body. I can feel that. Honor stillness this month if you need it. Honor activity and adventure this month if you need it. We will always be with you. These beautiful crystalline Lemuria, elementals, animals, beings, guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. It is our pleasure. It is our honor. And we do it with deep gratitude and reverence for your role in the way you're anchoring light on the planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking another deep breath and just bringing that calibration to completion in your body with gratitude and love for the gift, the crystal, and the fairies. Woo, opening your eyes. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Wow, my friends. What a magical ride we are on. Let's call it that. Let's call it a magical ride. Let's call it a magical adventure. Let's reframe it for the parts of us that are like, oh, that are like white knuckling it. I want to echo what they said. You've got this, okay? You have my vote of confidence. You came here fully equipped. All that's required is remembrance, right? Stillness, presence, and remembrance will just unfold. It will come, I promise. And then more magic will come. I want to just one more time remind you of the 4 themes for the month. So theme number 1, we are focusing on our mitochondrial updates. Theme number 2, multi-galactic frequencies weaving together. Theme number 3, the big one, this was reconnecting and activating etheric vaults of wisdom and records. And theme number 4, preparing for those crystalline templates. And I'm pretty sure all these crystalline animals are part of that too. So much fun. I am sending you so much love. I'm grateful that you took a little bit of your very precious time to be here with me today. I cannot wait to see you anywhere that we will see each other, whether it be astrally, in person, at a virtual event. It's always so much fun to connect with you that way. I am again sending you so much love, reminding you that I am you, and you are me, and we are we. Kia shine kia tara kia. I now bring this May energy update to a close. Until next time, and so it is.